Thanks for staying with your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso, here on S3. Let's open up to some uplifting music. Undefeated is an authentic song which carries a powerful message to humanity. It was originally performed by Caroline Boruli, a friend of the show, and has since been reproduced to feature singers from the Mali Kelly Vocal Academy and the East Rand Youth Choir. They're amazing. And we connect with Caroline now and find out what this collaboration with producer Neil Engel has been all about. Guys, good morning. Thanks so much for making the time.
Hey.
Morning.
How's it going?
Everybody.
So
Thanks for having us.
You both look so amazing because let's be honest, you know, the past year has been an immense challenge for everyone. And really, this song speaks about finding your strength in dark times. Tell us all about it. How did the project come about?
The song was written by the founder of RADA, JP Nabrege, and Howie Combrink, who's the owner of the studio that we're in today. And they basically, it was just there to uplift, you know, people and just speak about people overcoming their, you know, their struggles and so on. And I think when they released it for the first time, I think it was 2016. And I think that what we went through last year kind of, I think the feeling was that we needed to do a song with RADA that would be sort of inspirational and just maybe a bigger version of than the one that we did initially with Caroline, you know. So we pulled in all the extra voices like the Mali Kelly Vocal Academy and the East Rand Youth Choir, and we kind of revisited the production. And it was just there to really inspire, and then, you know, and we tried to shoot a video that also just kind of told some stories, and Caroline gave us a really great performance there, you know.
Caroline, it's true, because you really did bring the magic. And the thing is, we can all resonate with the song, you know. It's since been reproduced to feature singers, like you mentioned, from the Mali Kelly Vocal Academy. They're so talented. The East Rand Youth Choir, they bring so much heart to it. What was it like updating the song and getting other artists on board, Caroline?
Well, I can tell you this. The first time we did the song in 2016, it was such a powerful message for the time that it was. And this was obviously pre-COVID. And then we went through COVID and we all had our struggles and our stripes, and we all had, you know, our challenges and things that we had to overcome, essentially, and just as a whole. And so when things started changing for the better, with the country, you know, with South, with everything that people could do for themselves on the daily, it only made sense to add other elements to the song, because now it was no longer just a same type entity. It was a worldly entity. And therefore to have different aspects come in to make one thing still have the same beautiful and even more powerful message was super great. And I mean, these guys, it's a youth choir, it's fantastic vocals, professional vocals. It was big, it was beautiful. It had the same message, just louder. So it was pretty great.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. And I'm going to
say... It's a vibe.
And I'm going to say this again. We're all coming out stronger after a tough season, a tough year for everybody. Caroline, maybe I'll start with you for this one again. What have you learned? What new perspective or skills have you gained from this entire experience?
You mean besides the baking?
Yes, the banana bread, girl.
You know, this entire... I really don't want to call it a pandemic anymore, because I feel like it's just been a good challenge for self. Has just taught me to really be stronger in more ways than one. I didn't know that I had certain characteristics about myself. I mean, I've always known that I'm strong, but I didn't know to what extent. I've always known that I'm big, but I didn't know to what extent. I always knew that I could persevere. I didn't know to what extent. You know what I mean? So things like that, it's taught me to really reach and dig deep into myself and find the things that I never ever thought were there or never really paid attention to, that ultimately helped me survive and overcome. And just like the song says, be undefeated by everything that could possibly shut me down within a split second. Do you know what I mean? I could have buckled down and said, okay, well, we're struggling. That's it. Okay. But I didn't. And to witness that, those things about me make me super proud. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I have learned some skills along the way as well. I mean, right now, what I'm doing in terms of work, I'm sitting on a set doing continuity presenting, so and supervising. So there's also that. I learned things about myself, you know. So I can add that onto my CV on top of being a singer, girl. Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go.
Update that bio, girl. Update it.
Well, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. And I think that the one thing we can all take out of this experience is that it's one that's been so full of soul and so full of heart. And as a producer, Neil, I imagine that being a part of this collaboration must mean a lot to you, being able to bring all of those pieces together so strong in their own regard. What's that been like for you?
You know, I think last year when the whole industry kind of shut down, you know, because from middle March 2020, the whole music industry just went completely quiet, you know. I mean, there were some things going on and there were releases here and there, but, you know, there was no studio sessions, there were no gigs, there were, you know, everyone was home for a couple of months. And when I started doing this, the Undefeated production, I think it was the first time towards the end of last year where I felt like a little bit of normal life again, you know. It was just such a kind of like getting back to what we were, you know, what we were doing before. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, I had to kind of diversify during lockdown and do different things from home. And, you know, I set up some studio gear at home and did a lot of remote recordings with a lot of different artists like Ralph Gum and a bunch of other people. But at the end of the day, you know, being able to pull off a big production like this during a time when because we were still a little bit locked down at the time, you know, and to get everyone in and then to kind of record a choir with social distancing and all this kind of stuff. There were a lot of challenges, you know, and the magic that you feel in the recording, the kind of, you know, all the feels and all the kind of sincerity in the whole, you know, in the music and in the voices, you know, because we had all come out of that period of just like uncertainty and, you know, we all kind of put our heart and soul into the whole thing, you know. And it was just so nice. I think it was in September last year when we got together after this period of everyone being home and not really doing what we normally do. Just got together and we were like, you know, let's make something special, you know. And it really was an awesome experience, you know. And I think it comes across, you know, in the music.
Yeah.
You certainly made the impossible possible, and you've inspired so many of us. What a vibe. But again, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us and making us smile this morning and make us feel good this morning, because that's what you guys brought this morning. So thank you, Neil. Thank you, Caroline, so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
I love it. We are undefeated. We've all been through such a tough season, but we're still here, guys. We're able to live out our lives with determination and purpose. And that's the message. I love it.
Feel the rhythm, feel my soul, live with intent, live to be whole, take one step forward, each day I survive, strive to find my own perfection, strive to live my life, I will never give up, and I will not lose this fight, take back my power, and take back my life, I'm undefeated, I walk with power, so undefeated, you're never gonna break me down, I'm undefeated, I rise and shine, undefeated, you're never gonna break me down. I look to you and I see a broken soul. Don't worry now, ooh, it's time to let me go. I will heal myself, my spirit will soar. I'm undefeated, you can't hide anymore. I will never give up, and I will not lose this fight. Take back my power, and take back my life. I fall again. Never will I cry, live with passion. Embrace my life. I see purpose. Oh, and I see life. My spirit will never die.
A message to humanity. You are to own your light, own your soul, own your divinity, own your power, and go forward in the acknowledgement that we are all one.